Okay, so we're back in the room, pretty privileged. Another episode, that means another topic. But before we start, how is everybody?
Good.
Cold.
Yeah, because you came out with no clothes on.
I know.
Legs out, titties out.
Go on, give us a 12.
How's everyone? How are you, Denise?
I'm good. I was just,
Having a mare today?
stressing to get here, but I got here. We're here.
It's all right, we're here and we're back with another topic for everyone to get upset about.
And then can we just shout out to the people that tried to lick us down and wasn't understanding where it was coming from? Because clearly we wasn't trying to upset the black men. We wasn't trying to upset the light-skinned women. We love everybody, yeah? We were just taking our opinions.
Love and peace, love and peace. But today's topic, it be your own. We're going to start
really
with our own. Because that's what we can relate to. So, I'm going to ask it as a question because it's kind of a statement, but you guys might not agree with it. Do you feel like black businesses don't progress because their own don't support them? Or do you feel like black people don't support black businesses? Or you think that's just gobbledygook and that people are just chatting? Or it's a thing that people don't support their own? We'll start here.
I don't know. I can speak for myself. I can't speak for everyone else. I've learnt because I don't want to get smoked. But
it's just an opinion.
Being me, like when my friends or family start businesses, I try my best to support. Like I try my best to use my little platform that I have on social media to always promote them. Like
you're
post them,
supportive.
put up. Like I put up everybody, especially if you're Ugandan. Even if I don't know you, I'm gonna support you. That's just how I am. But yeah, and even like my friends, they have like beauty shops and stuff. Like obviously in the beginning, they're like, please do come through and promote the shop. We'll do it for free. And after that, I like beg them to pay. Like I want to pay. Yeah. So for me, and I do that because I'm expecting that back. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? Not in a bad way. Yeah. But I wouldn't want, if I started a fresh business, I wouldn't want my close ones to be thinking they're going to get everything for free. Like, how am I going to eat? Do you know what I'm trying to say? But overall, I don't know. I think in like,
do you think outside of that people do? Like, forget your family. Do you think just black people as a whole?
I think we're getting there. I think we're getting there.
Yeah.
I think we've come a long way. We're really getting there. We're really supporting each other. We're starting to realise that the Asian community have supported themselves and they're doing really well. The Jewish,
Chinese.
Do you know what I mean? The Chinese. So I think black people as a people, we are realising that if we don't support each other, no one else is going to support us. So it starts from within. Once we start really supporting each other, pushing each other people outside see us like supporting each other, pushing each other, then they start respecting it a bit. But yeah, that's my little...
How do you feel about it? Do you think that we support our own, or do you feel like, Denise, like we're getting there?
I do. I agree with Denise. I feel like we're getting there. We definitely are. I saw a post actually earlier on with a couple tech girls, black women, who've come together, and I thought that was so impressive. I feel as though we definitely are getting there. I do feel as maybe the reason as to why we probably haven't in the past stems from, the last topic we spoke about, slavery. I feel as though there's always kind of been that competition. Mm-hmm. It's like black people can argue all day about who the best rapper is or which rapper deserves the best rapper title. But then when it comes to that person releasing that song, people are quick to download it illegally and not pay for it. So we are, like I said, I feel as though we are getting to where we need to in terms of supporting and, black businesses, supporting black businesses. And I just hope that it's more kind of...
I also feel as well, obviously, there's a lot more black-owned businesses, whereas before there wasn't that many. Actually, saying that, then there's less of an excuse, because if there was less, then it should be like everyone could have helped them. But I mean, either way, it's grown.
Maybe you feel that way because of the fact that in past years... social media hasn't really played its part. Yeah. Social media makes, magnifies everything. So it makes everything visible. If you want your business to be seen, social media is the place for you to be. Yeah. Whereas in past years,
I still feel like it was black businesses were minority either way though. Do you know what I mean?
In comparison to?
White-owned businesses or Chinese-owned businesses or Indian-owned businesses.
Back in the day?
Yeah.
I think it was a minority.
Yeah,
100%.
I don't agree on that. You think it was just as much as it is now?
Even now, where we have black people in more powerful positions and they're able to put more black people on and support more up-and-coming black businesses and stuff like that, that's why the awareness is much more than it probably was back in the day. But I still think we've come a long way, and they are way more
1000%.
black businesses now than they were back in the day. Like, people are starting bloody quitting their day jobs to cook food and show on Instagram.
Yeah,
there's bare black businesses. Do you know what I mean? People are making wigs at home, putting on Instagram. There's like just the mentality of young people has changed so much. They see like anything can happen.
Yeah,
if I put my mind to it. Even if I start small at home, that's a business. You can't knock someone. Do you know what I'm trying to say? They're doing what they're doing. They're earning their own whatever. But I do feel like we've come a long way, and we're getting there. Like, I feel like we're really close.
We are. No, I agree. We definitely are.
We're right under America. See, like in America, our black people, bare black millionaires. Like, Atlanta's crazy.
Getting there.
Do you know what I mean? We're getting there. Like, even though our country's much smaller, like, give us a few years. Where they are.
So to touch back on what you were saying earlier about what do you say? You like to pay, like you're begging your friends and family to actually pay for their services. Do you feel like when you're, so actually this is not probably, I
wouldn't probably get the same treatment back.
You probably won't, because the people that you have never really are the people.
I mean, some of my family and that, like, they even feel like, oh, we can't get Dia a present. Like, what can we get her? So they don't.
Yeah.
Buy me socks, bruv. I'll be happy. Buy me something small.
No, but I hear that,
but they think I want something so big and they can't get it. So she doesn't deserve nothing. Or not
deserve.
But they just,
she doesn't deserve.
There's nothing
she won't mind. She won't mind.
Like, you've got everything.
They don't, like, people don't know. It's the smallest things that matter.
It's
like,
just a gesture.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't know. I would always support, and I hope when I'm in that position, everyone supports us as well. But it is what it is.
I mean, in regards to the discount thing, do I think that I should be entitled to a discount if someone's got a business and people are going to... Yeah, I do. Just do you know, but should I tell you why? Because when you create a business, like, your consumers are not your family and friends. Your consumers are people outside of it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So therefore, I feel like you haven't created this
you
for
show the
me.
family a little discount, love, they'll spread the word even more.
Exactly, do you know what I mean? So I do
that.
feel like you should I'm not saying necessarily just be handing out things for free. That's your personal decision. But I do feel like I'm not Becky or Sarah or... Do you know what I mean? Zebby on the street.
That's like some false sense of entitlement because of the fact that you're friends. You're deserving of their goods. I don't think that that's a right.
No, but I'm not saying for you to just hand it to me. I'm saying a discount. Yeah, I do think
but even
I'm your brethren.
What I realise, if you approach with the energy of paying the full,
yeah, of course,
people get it for free, because that happens a lot. Yeah. Like, I come there, I want to pay, and they're like, no, I'm begging me, I'm not going to ask.
Yeah, I don't come with my long hand.
I'll bring the money once. If you say that, I'll take my money back. I'm not going to ask you twice. You know what I mean? But just offering to pay first, then you do get the discount.
Because at the end of the day, your friends and family are not on the same...
that entitlement, thinking I'm entitled, I'm deserving this discount. No, but I think getting it for free is a bit wild. Like,
wild. Sorry,
but I definitely I feel like
you're deserving.
Not like I'm deserving, but like your family and friends. Do you know what I mean?
Can I not pay for that?
No, but that's not even my energy. No, that's wrong. No, you can't. And no one should do that to me neither. I ain't paying for that. I get. You gonna pay full price now, but no.
Please, man, give it to my taggy.
No, but I do feel like it's a nice gesture to, do you know what I mean, offer your family and friends that discount. But yeah, I don't think anyone should expect anything from anyone for free at the end of the day. But it is, do you know what I mean? And I'm sure the people that you would offer that to anyways are people that are supporting you. So
it's like, basically, like, some people just feel so like, some
entitled.
people even think, my following, I'm entitled.
Yeah.
Like, someone with a really big following recently hit up my hairdressers because she's got one of the top quality hairs. I don't care. I'll shout you out. Divas by Claudia. Bad girl quality hair.
#
whole of London, yeah. But it's really expensive. Thank God I get it for free. But so someone with like 2.7 million followers shouted her for hair and automatically thought, because of their following, she was going to give it to them for free. And she was just like, no, babe, it doesn't work like that. Like, if you had maybe come and... She even said to me, if they'd maybe come and offer to pay...
How did she ask, though?
They just said, no, it was a stylist that hit her up and said, I'm getting hair for this person.
Mm. And then was waiting for... Yeah, we'll give it to you for free.
The person hit her up and said, I want this type of hair, do you have it? She was like, yeah, I have it. And she was like, okay, I'm going to get my stylist to hit you up to come and get the hair, to make me a wig or whatever. And she was like, cool, no problem. When the woman hit her up, she wanted it for free. And my head was thinking...
You can't, especially in that situation, you can't expect it.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? And we were even talking about how these people with these big numbers think a one-off tag is going to change one business's life. It doesn't even work. Like, someone with 10 million followers can tag you once, and if they don't put a caption that's going to make you want to go and check the hair or talk about how
you can't just
good the
throw
hair
it up.
was, or you can't just throw it up with a tag. It literally maybe 10% are going to click. Like, not everyone actually clicks. Unless you do a mad caption that makes, like, do you know what I mean? But most of these people don't.
And you have to think about whoever's putting that out for it might not be someone that then it might be more guys than girls. Well, they don't want wigs. They've got no interest in hair, so it's pointless.
That's why I respect brands, who don't just free up their stuff. Like,
you have to, I mean, the whole thing with like influencers and things like that, they're meant to be marketers, so you're meant to actually give it to people that can actually market it.
No, but some of them as well, they will have the following, but they don't have the traffic. They don't even have a decent audience that is for whatever you're giving them. Like, you need to actually deep what the influence. I mean, who the influencer is and what influence they have. Like,
but I feel that's why they ask you. They ask for like stats and stuff, innit? Your insights and things.
Do they ask?
I think like if I used to I worked for like a talent agency like last year for a few months, and like I was dealing with like all the paperwork, so I saw a few influencers in there, so I saw how it works. Like with jobs and stuff, they want to see like how much, like obviously your followers, what your insights are, your like how your interaction, like it's because of course you're the marketers.
I would.
So if their brand
is
giving you
£1,000 jacket,
they need to know that they're gonna make money back off
traffic,
of it.
there's people coming. Do you know what I mean? I want to make sure, like 100%. I'm just giving my bits. How did you think, should your family and friends have to support your vision when you start up a business or start up a new business?
I don't think that
it's not by force.
You're not. No. I don't feel like your family and friends will be your biggest supporters anyway when you start up your business. It will always. It's most usually always people outside your business. Like my mum. I'll give you an example. My mum, obviously, I've gone to uni. I've done law at uni. My mum has always thought I'm an academic person. So when I decided that I was going to make dresses, she was like, that's not your calling. Yeah. That's not for you to do. Like, you're supposed to go to, I even want you to get your master's and you're supposed to go and do law. Yeah. That's my mum's dream for me. And I was like, no, because that really didn't, like, I always wanted to, if I were to do law, I'd like to specialise in entertainment law. I actually was supposed to go out to America, live out there, and then, live out there and study and whatnot. But that plan didn't go to as planned. But as soon as my mum, when I started doing my designing and whatnot, she used to look at me and she used to be like, you're wasting your time. You're really wasting your time. And then until money started coming in, then it was a change of tune.
I feel like that's with most parents.
Yeah, it was a complete change of tune. But then I do look at my mum and I feel like she doesn't, like this generation, we're fearless. My mum, I feel like her generation, they live in fear. Because my mum has worked a 9 to 5 for as long as I can remember. That's what she relies on. It's kind of like, that every single month you're getting this money, and that's how you're going to pay your mortgage. 100. And that, she's never going to branch out of that because of fear. So she was projecting, she's projecting her fears onto me. But it's never ever going to be. I was actually talking to my friend. My friend's actually opened her salon yesterday. And she helped one of her other friends to her friend. All right, so 2 girls. She had the idea. She shared it with her other friend. All of a sudden, her friend decided she was going to go and get a salon. So she kind of feels as though she copied. She took her idea. But in that meantime, my friend was still giving her advice and tips on how to do this. If you're going to do lashes, this is where you go on AliExpress, blah, 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 to get your stuff from. And so she did it. But then she kind of felt as though the girl was acting weird with her. Anyway, my girl's opened her salon recently. She invited the girl to, she actually said that the girl called her because her I'm really bad at telling stories. But all right, so her friend called
get to the goddamn point.
The same girl called her and said that her battery had run out. So my girl came to her rescue. Yeah. Oh. She's dropped her outside their shop and was like, come in, come, let me show you. And the girl was like, I'm in an R-in. Like, no, I don't want to. She was like, oh, I'm scared that if I turn my engine off, it's not going to start again. And then she was like, no, but just come in and see. And she was just like, no, I don't want my car. So it's like, but it's like, I said, it's never going to be your friends. It's never going to be, definitely be your own. But it's not going to be, I don't feel like
Is
it's
she still
always,
friends with her?
Well, sometimes you just have friends because people provide different services and, you don't that's burn no longer bridges.
A friend. I mean, I don't know how loosely the term friend is used, but that is not, I wouldn't call someone a friend.
Yeah, but everyone has their
like that.
Well, they've gone into the same type of business, so it's competition now, isn't it?
Yeah, but you're friends, though, at the end of the day. You help I don't
each other.
Really
I know, even if you're doing the same field, you could have still helped each other.
She helps you, exactly.
If one person's help, I don't know, that's just...
I don't know, but I feel like it's not by force. Like, it's your friends and your family, don't owe you nothing. Like, they don't have to support you.
They
Like,
don't.
you need to put in your work and show them that this is what you're really doing. I want you to show people around you that this is what I love, this is what I'm doing, regardless. I'm never
They have
giving
to
up.
respect it.
They're gonna naturally support you, like,
And gravitate to it.
and
Yeah,
naturally
facts.
want to help you. Like, you can't now say, I want to open this shop. I've got no capital. Can you borrow me 100 bags? And then someone's gonna, your parents will be like, how much have you got down? Oh, nothing. Why should they give you the 100 bags, even if they have it? If you come now with your 50 grand, Dad, can I have 50 grand? I've got saved up 50. They're more likely to help you.
Yeah.
So people need to understand, no one's just gonna wake up and kill themselves for you. You have
But
to
what
kill yourself
about-
first. Then people will be like, do you know what I mean? That we've got your back.
But what about in terms of, okay, let's take away the financial side of it. What about, for example, like us with the podcast, and then none of your friends are posting it? Like, do you feel like they should? Because that's the bare minimum.
All right, that's
You
a
don't
nice
have to-
question though, because I don't ask none of my
I
friends
don't ask none of my
personally.
friends neither.
I don't ask nobody.
same.
Like,
Yeah, I don't feel like I need
but
to.
they naturally do it anyway.
Yeah.
Because I support them too, or maybe they just fuck with the podcast, and I rather people naturally fuck
Fuck
with
with
it
yeah.
than me saying, I beg you, chuck this
Yeah,
out.
we're
I
not
beg you, I
begging.
beg you.
It's not about.
It's forced.
Yeah.
I prefer it to happen naturally,
Authentically.
and naturally it's better.
Not in your head. You're thinking, oh.
But you know what? I'm not gonna lie. Like if I had a friend and like my friend, every single time I post an Instagram picture or every single time, an Instagram, the story. Every time I post something like that, they're the first ones to look, but they never repost my stuff. I would feel some type of way, and only because of the fact that if roles were reversed, I'd be more than willing to do it because there's no sweat off my back. Do you know what I mean? No sweat off my back to do it. So when you wouldn't do it for me, it's like, why? Like, I really do question, like, why? Why wouldn't you? It's such a simple gesture.
What to post?
Yeah. Why would you not? Like, if you see
Yeah, it's
that
not by
competition
force.
in it.
No, I get that it's not by force.
Maybe
but
you
I
just don't want to post it.
No, but
But why would I get what you're saying?
One
Why
thing
would
I
you?
hate, is when people actually ask me to post it.
but that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't ask.
I'm like, let me live. Like, I actually
Listen
post
to
a
my
lot
new
of
track
shit.
and post that up for me, please.
No, especially if I don't know you, I'm not even opening it. But there's some people that bombard me like on a weekly basis. Repost, and they'll just. I'm just thinking to myself like, it's really not by force. Like, especially if I've shouted you out once or twice before, I'm not doing it every week.
Yeah.
Seriously, are you gonna pay me? Like, stop. But it's like, I just really think when it comes to the reposting thing, some people naturally like to repost shit. Like sometimes I even I repost shit for
You're like
so
that.
many different reasons. I post something, I could repost a picture of my story because I think someone looks banging.
Yeah.
The world needs to see this, like, people need
Yeah,
to see this,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Or a bag that I like, or a song that I like, or I don't know, a new video that's out around my people. Do you know what I mean? It's definitely going up. Any Ugandan doing anything lit, it's definitely going up. So I do things on random, but I don't like the pressure, and I just feel like this is how it should be. That, and if you feel like sometimes your friends are not showing you the same love, it just is what it is.
No, and that's the thing. It is what it is. I'll never go out of my way to complain about it because at the end of the day,
They're gonna start posting you now.
No. Even if they don't want to, like, don't feel forced to, because I know that not everyone has the same heart as me. So I won't. And that's one thing that I always have to kind of bring it back.
Too.
Yeah, just because I do something doesn't mean somebody else is going to.
You
So
can't expect.
I can't expect it. So
Yeah, it's definitely not by force. I mean, I don't take it to heart. Because at the same time as well, I know that people always see everything, and I think as well it says a lot more about the person that's not doing it for whatever weird reason in their head. It says a lot more about them than me, and I can only just hope that whatever it is why they're not doing it, that they find like some type of light
Resolve.
in me. Yeah, like, do you know what I mean? Some like because I feel like as well a lot of people, like, they don't have the confidence is one thing. People hate people that have confidence because a lot of people don't have it.
Yeah.
So when they
It's
see
just
that in
like
someone,
the next
they're like,
subject we're talking
Yeah.
about, like, some women who have, like, some women fully can't show another woman love. Like,
But
and I just don't get it. Like,
do you
with
think
me,
so though? Like, would you, when you say can't show another woman love, how do you?
like, they can't even compliment other women. They can't even, like, you can blatantly see someone sitting there looking piff,
and you won't
hair's
say
laid,
nothing.
faces beat,
True.
everybody's perfect, and they just. Like, I'm the first, like, my friends call me a beg. I'll be in the toilet, I don't even know you.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you look so banging, or your hair looks
Yeah.
nice, or I like this. I don't know, that's just, it is what it is.
I just feel
I'm
like
like
because
that.
it takes nothing from you to compliment
Exactly.
someone.
It
It takes
does.
nothing from you to make someone feel good about themselves. You know, some people don't even like. I remember there used to be a girl who we grew up with, and she used to actually say, like, openly say, that she hangs around with girls who are uglier than her. So that when she goes out, she feels good. Like,
No, but I'm not even gonna lie. I've
That
picked
is-
bare girls that move like that.
You think it's a common thing though?
what in
Like-
this day and age?
Okay, maybe not
yeah,
this day and age. Me and my friends used to clock people that move like that.
That is so
Like, they like to just roll with, like... it's even wrong for me to even... I need to find the correct words. I'm not trying to get smoked. But you're right.
She's doing everything right. This
Literally.
Yeah, wait.
She let her
notes. Use the correct grammar. Yeah, some girls really do that.
I like the way you went around that
But
one.
then that
I just can't find the right words.
I know what you mean, though.
that definitely shows more, like you said, it says more about that person than it does about, you know, the people that they're kind of around. Because if you have to do that to make yourself feel good, clearly you don't feel good.
Yeah.
When those people are around, you don't feel good. So
your friends are your friends, man. I don't think you can even.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's even bugging me right now.
But you know what? I've actually got a friend, yeah.
You got a lot of friends.
I'm sorry, I'm saying it, but she doesn't care. She'll literally say she doesn't want. She's a hater. She'll be like, I'm a hater. I don't care. You know. So she'll be like.
I feel like you spoke about this friend in like one of the first
did
episodes. Yeah,
I probably did. I probably did.
She did,
and,
didn't she?
And she'll openly say like, I don't like watching people's Instagram stories because I don't feel like they should live that life.
Whoa, that's why God ain't giving it to her.
Yeah, literally.
Energy.
And
come on.
And
You can't speak like that.
And I'm like, but why? Like, why would you? She's
you
like,
reap
because
what you sow, boy.
and I say to her, she's like, these girls, all they do is party all night, and then there's me
But she
working my
wants-
ass off.
Oh,
But-
please,
but-
come and party with me, man. If you want to come out, just shout me.
No. But I say to her, but how? Or she'll see people with nice things, and she'll be like, I'm a hater. I don't think that person deserves. And I'm like, but how can you decide what someone is deserving of? Who are you to say that?
Does she the work that she does? Does she enjoy it? Is it a job that she loves doing?
She's actually started making money off it.
But does she love it?
Does she love it?
Is she
I
fulfilled?
think she.
Because I feel like if you love what you're doing and you get paid for it, those people
she
are
loves
normally
it.
happy. It's normally people that are doing these jobs that they hate. They're just angry at the world.
Even
like.
if they
no
got
reason,
money. Hold on, what did I see? Even what Mo Stacks posted the other day.
I love that. I love that he
And
was
it's
so
facts.
honest. And I even tweeted about it yesterday. I said, my biggest fear is accomplishing all my dreams and goals and still not being happy.
Yeah.
And
Could you imagine?
that when he wrote that, I just thought, oh my God, why? Like, but it's so honest. Like, so people need to see money isn't really everything. Like,
Of course it's not.
Apparently, Brooke don't care because he's not good looking. So.
is that what he said?
But he's not. No, what about in terms of black girls?
What did he say about black girls?
He said he made. I think he tweeted something about making light skinned girls who think they're too nice, making them dark skinned or something like that. Like a couple of
Was this
years
back
back.
in
He
the
must
day?
have been banned. Oh.
Yeah. No, but even if it's banter, like
People
it's,
said it was a joke. They were defending him.
yeah, of course they'll defend him.
I love
Because it's
Mo
black
Stack,
women,
'cause
isn't it? But my
I
point
don't
is,
even care about him.
my point that's that's my point. Like I don't really care about when guys, you know, say things like that, and you look at them and they're not nice looking.
No, I
don't
hear
give
you,
a fuck.
man.
But that's what she's like. She just doesn't like anything that. And I'm just like,
she needs to change her whole mindset, man.
Definitely does. And the thing is, she actually left her job to do this new job that she's making money off. So I feel like she should be happy, but because of the fact that she works with people, she has to like write shit down and how she's going to execute it and, you know, put that forward to the people. I don't know if she actually enjoys it, to be honest.
I don't know. I think just naturally as humans, you just are never going to be flatline completely happy, especially if you're someone that always watches what someone else has got, and then you get what someone else has got, and then you're like, oh, I'm still not
wasn't
happy.
even
Then you
all
look,
that.
yeah, then I look over there and I'm like, oh, I want
Listen,
that.
there's
And then
nothing
it's just
wrong, with seeing what someone else has got and wanting it. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's
When you
Envy in
say
it.
wanting it, what do you mean by wanting
No.
it?
It's like you see, like when I.
That's a
drive
dangerous
sometimes
game.
and I
The
drive
line is
past
so
big
thin.
houses and I'm like,
Oh,
I
yeah,
want a house
being
like that.
inspired by
being
what-
inspired. There's nothing wrong with even being on someone's
yeah.
Instagram and be like, oh my God, this person just got this new watch or this person got this new car. I want aspiring to like just being. Even sometimes when I see people that I know get something, it makes me gas because if they can get it,
So
why
can
the
I.
fuck can't I? We're from the same place. Do you know what I mean? So. People who look at it the other way and be like, oh, why did God give them that? How come he's not giving it to me?
But
you need to change your
like,
whole thing.
yeah.
man.
I mean,
Like,
yeah, that line is super, super, super thin. So like, yeah, I feel like you have to have a very clean heart to be able to to be able
good
to
benefits.
yeah, because I mean, like for example, let's go with Pop Smoke. People watchy, envy. Like, and I don't think that came from.
But
a
now I'm
place of-
hearing it wasn't a robbery, it was just a
His
straight
friend.
lick down.
Yeah, because apparently what they said was that the doors were locked from the inside, but the people have come from the back, and so when he tried to run out, it would have been locked anyway.
Oh,
So and then apparently, the phone call that was made to the police was made from a number in New York, and that it was the reason why that phone call was made was because somebody in that house, apparently there was a party. Someone was on the phone to somebody in New York and that person called the police. Nobody in the house called the police.
oh right, oh.
I haven't deeped it to that
Yeah,
level.
so-
But all I know is,
Yeah, I've not really
is the
listened to it
person
too
who was
much.
blaming his brother is his real brother. It's not his friend. So
So it's his real brother.
yeah.
That
He
they've got
never
the
set
same
him up.
mum.
The one that was in the car, he didn't set him up. Like,
So the one who was posing with
yeah,
him.
that's his real brother. He would never do
Oh,
that.
okay,
Like, so
okay,
he
okay.
made that. He cleared his name within hours. So, but I haven't gone to research to see exactly what happened because like, I just feel like it's so deep. Like, I don't even want to watch all them YouTube things and just
Conspiracies.
Yeah,
and
like, I
whatnot,
just-
yeah.
it's just too sad. Like, I'd rather just tuck it away, bro. It's just like it just reminds me of the whole Nipsey thing. It's just
Yeah.
not fair.
I mean, in regards to, on the subject of
Nipsey, be your
Nipsey.
own. You can
yeah,
it be your own because that apparently was one of his friends
Yeah.
or someone that he knew. So I just don't know what it is about, black people and not wanting to see like some
yeah.
black
Be
people,
careful
yeah.
by what you're
Okay.
saying.
No,
Sorry,
but
she didn't
no,
mean
but,
it, guys.
No, but I just no. If I say black people, I'm
Yeah,
sure
we're
people
not
are-
talking-
I know. I'm
No,
sure
no,
people
they're
are
not.
smart
They're-
enough
they're not.
to know we're
They're
not
not.
talking
They're
about.
not. We know
all
this
of
already.
They are-
They're not.
Clearly, that's
They're
true.
not.
That's true.
They're not.
But no, I don't know what it is about black people that makes us not want to support each other. Like when I see something good, I can't help but smile and be like, you know what? That's a proper good move. Like I proper feel so happy for the person.
but-
And go on.
No, because I feel like I'm backing the black people right now. We can't even just say as a black people because if we're talking about Pop Smoke and Nipsey, these lot are from the streets. Like, it gets all different than that. Do you know what I'm trying to say? They're not like black people that are brought up in like a posh area and all that, or have had a good life set up
That's
for
true.
them. These
But
lot
then-
are coming from the streets and you've blown. Do you know what people hate on you alone when you come from the streets and you blow? Because some people
From the same
they're-
place.
they're-
But
they're-
guys, you've got to remember, even
their
what about
mindset
black
is
people
told that they've
from
been
middle
told forever
class?
that they're not going to ever come out of the hood.
Yeah, it's
What
true.
about black people who are from middle class areas, right?
Yeah.
That have good jobs in the city,
Yeah.
blue chip, whatever roles, whatever, and they see like a black boy from, let's say,
Peckham.
exactly, but he's got the same job. They never want to be friends with another black boy like that in the thing
At work.
at work. They don't stick together. So it's not a thing of just because of the fact that they come from a worse off area or whatever. I just feel like black people, it's embedded, some black people, it's embedded in us to not want to support and not want to
No,
help.
I know what you mean. Like some of them, when they finally get the cut through, they're feeling like,
Yeah,
I can't bring
I'm
you
not
with
bringing
me.
you.
I just got through the door.
Exactly.
Like, just wait there a bit. Like, I hear you, but
Yeah,
And
but
that's the thing.
sometimes I'm not gonna be.
I get
Sometimes
so mad at them type of black people, I just want to headbutt you. Especially
No.
when you go to like a bank or something and you think someone's going to have you and they're just moving all...
Like they don't want to talk to you. And you know what? Another thing that pisses me off, like when you're in, let's say you have an altercation in
police
public.
and you call them sis or bro and they're
No,
black.
no,
They're
no.
gonna be like, I ain't your bro, I ain't your sis.
No, not even that. Let's say you have an altercation in public, yeah, and it may not even be your fault, but you've just retaliated. I hate it when another black person automatically.
it's always black people.
No. Yeah, automatically thinks you're the one in the wrong. Like
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people have it embedded
Stereotypes.
in their heads that as soon as you hear a black person mouthing off,
It was you.
it's they're in the wrong.
Yeah.
And that thing pisses me off so much. But anyway, yeah, sorry, back to the conversation. My mum told me years ago, my auntie still lives there actually in Church Road. When my auntie first moved there in the like 70s, that's where obviously black people came to the UK before the Asians. And a lot of black people had music shops around there, loads of music shops and record shops and things like that. And then the Asian people came, and then they obviously came with they brought along food and sold food and things obviously that would sustain human life. And from since then until now, we've seen the Asians rise and they help each other. And one thing that I've realised about Asian people is if they have to sleep, however many of them in a house, they will do it, buy that house, then they move on. All right, so did you guys see that Tiffany Haddish, she was on the Breakfast Club and she was basically saying that, when a white person makes it, nobody accuses them of being this type of person or being, whatever. But when black people make it and they get white approval, people then accuse them of being a coon, a this, a that, Did you saw that?
Yeah, no. It's true though.
Yeah.
It really is true, but...
Why do you think that people, like, where do you think that stems from? Like why people behave like that when they see black people that have made it. Maybe I don't want to say in the corporate world because that is just me being.
No, but it's true though because when people see you in a corporate world, they just. I mean,
I imagine that
in their heads they see it as you thinking you're better than. You know, I could say that like even with the comment. Someone wrote under the comment, Brooke, nobody, Brooke, I work in construction.
Oh, yes.
And I was like, what? I'm sure we were talking about a topic.
Yeah.
But I feel like as soon as people know who you work for or know what you do, in their head, their perception of you slightly changes because they feel as though their perception of you is now, oh, you're probably too Hollywood, or you're that's just.
Do you know what? That's true. That's like when people are like, oh, where do you work? Or it's like you're trying to size me up. You don't actually care. You're trying to see where you can put your respect level for me, or where you can rank me.
Yeah,
I think it's just the same like in music when rappers first come out and they're gritty, they're doing all the street talk, and then they maybe chart, make a number one, then they start going a bit pop. But
Tiny
they're thinking
temper.
about their. I'm not trying to drop no names.
And everyone says sold out.
They're probably thinking about the extra money they can make, the world domination, like blowing in America, doing the whole of Europe. Like it's money changing your life. Like they're not, but then you probably do have to make a certain type of music to cater for a certain type of people.
Of course.
And then the hood starts looking down on you like, your music ain't for us no more. You're not from the streets. You sold it. You've gone white. You've gone
sold
pop.
out.
But you need to think and put yourself in that person's shoes. If I keep making this gang bang 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 music, then what the hell? Do you know what I mean? I need to make music that's gonna make peace. It's gonna feed my kids, my family. Like you need to like. I try and think of things in another perspective sometimes, so I can try and understand why people are making those decisions. But our community will turn around and say, my man's gone soft, my man's gone pop, my girl's So I do get it. So Tiffany Haddish was saying the right thing. She's just being herself, and she's lucky and she's fortunate. She works hard. She's funny. The white people are fucking with her, so now people are calling her this and that. But I don't think she's doing nothing wrong. I think
And
she said the right
also,
thing.
like, race and colour in society, there's an attitude or whatever attached to it, but in reality, there's no, do you know what I mean? There's no, well, in my head, I don't feel like there's anything that can attach you to a colour, if that makes sense. Like, people have done that.
Listen,
I don't think
when free privilege starts bagging me, I'm going to start talking some sweet English for people, yeah? So they want to disturb me as well, because when I start talking proper dictionary...
She said proper
Nobody
dictionary.
should fucking come for me. I didn't
get what you meant by
like as in like you know, like,
give me an example.
Like, people will be like, oh, black women are rowdy, or they'll say a girl from Essex is
chavvy,
or well, I wouldn't say chavvy, I would say more they'll probably say, do you know what I mean? But I don't feel like there's anything. How can a colour determine that? Do you know what I mean?
Okay, I get it.
Yeah,
I
that's
get
what
it.
I meant. So
like, did you watch Love Is Blind? They came out on Netflix.
Is that with the?
They don't get to see each other. They be falling in love, and then as soon as it was a white man and a black woman, and they're not meant to ask about how you look, appearance, anything. And then as soon as she spoke, he straight away said to her, "Oh, basically, are you black?" Because of the way she spoke.
Was she black?
I would have walked out that room. She was, but it's like,
what was it? A white guy?
Yeah. I know. I was just like, nah, this is deep. But like, basically, I was just saying that because of what you said. Is that do black people do they look a certain way, or are they a certain way, or whatever? The way we always get stereotypes, but. I mean,
at the end of the day as well, we don't have to attach ourselves to anything. Like, you could be ghetto when you was in school and be speaking the Queen's language when you're older. Do you know what I mean? As an adult, like, you don't have to. And I think as well, that's another thing, not just in any community in particular, but I do feel like people always want you to stay exactly the same as you are, and when they see you change, they're like, that's not you don't do that, why are you speaking like that? It's like, why can't I speak like that? What's the problem?
Honestly, why can't I?
And more time, it's whatever the change is, it's like a beneficial change
to you.
Do you know what I mean? It's rarely something where it's like,
if you change for the worse, then that's no one would say anything.
Well, yeah,
as soon as you change for the better.
I had a friend, and she wasn't living. I mean, who am I? But I just felt like I needed to tell her, you need to pattern up a bit. And she turned around and said to me, "Oh, do you think you're better than everyone else?" And I was like, I don't think I'm better than everyone else, but you can be better than you are now, and you're not, and like, you're looking after yourself. Yeah, we're not friends anymore, but we move. Who even tweeted that again?
Just some random girl.
Who is she?
Oh my god, about the 4 mediums.
Yeah.
Oh.
The medium uglies.
Can I just do this to her biopic?
You love to do that. I feel like every episode Denise would be like, but did you open up her? Did you open up the picture?
Yeah, she does say that.
Did you see what she looked like?
Because that's where the clapback starts. You have to see first.
It's so true. So
Don't mention
and
her
she
name.
spoke on my
I'm not.
bay, like,
Yeah.
Meek.
a
You're right.
random, I knew he was going to say that, a random girl posted a tweet that said, ladies, what are y'all's medium ugly standards? These are the men's in my head when I say medium ugly. I'm not going to lie to you, I don't actually know who everyone on here is, apart from Meek Mill, and I feel like I recognise this guy in the
Damson
corner. And
Eldris. He is...
Peng actor.
He's an actor. I'm sure
Who,
he's
him?
English.
Yeah.
Him.
Oh yeah,
He's
I know,
English.
Yeah, I know he's an actor. Who is he?
I don't know who those
me
two
see.
are on the left.
He's with the nice teeth. Who is he?
I really don't know the other two.
I feel like maybe
But
he's
it
an
doesn't
actor.
matter. At the end of
But
the day,
either either way,
Both actors.
are they both actors?
Yeah.
she had a
One's in the
cheek.
Get
Did that proper go viral? Yeah. I'm sure people clapped her.
Of course they did.
What
Joe Budden replied as well.
Who?
What did he say?
Joe Budden said if that was a woman, if that was a man that said that,
You'd get in so much trouble. And
But
then-
only, but you know the reason why? Because of the fact that they're dark skin. I think so.
Reckon.
I definitely feel so. I feel like because of the fact that if it was a black man who had put all dark skinned women, there would definitely be uproar. There would
I
definitely
think she got away with it solely because she's clapped. If she was Peng,
she wouldn't get away with it.
she
wouldn't get away with it. It's true.
The world would have smoked her. Would have found
Definitely.
every little thing wrong with her and finished her online.
Definitely.
Because she's clapped, she got away with it.
I don't feel like she got away with it.
She didn't even got away with it, but she kind of got away with it.
You
Because
think?
it's like, who the hell are you, man? Shut up.
I didn't really see anything.
Like, it's easy to
saw it
clap back to
briefly.
people like that. If it was a painting that said something like that, like with a big platform or something, it would have been more noise.
I mean,
Because
I'm
she's
just
just
trying to figure out from this picture what a medium ugly is.
Those
I
men there.
But I don't know. Do you know what? This
In
is
your
my saying.
opinion, or hers?
Do you know what? Honestly,
Don't
the
answer me for
beauty
much.
is
I don't
really
get
in
it.
the eye of the beholder, because I mean, I don't know how from her eyes she can think that any of these men are ugly, or medium ugly, whatever a medium ugly is.
Somebody just wrote in the comments, just say you hate dark skinned men and go.
What, to you?
No, in there.
Well,
Yeah,
to
like,
be
just
fair,
say
'cause
that.
they
Like,
are all
well,
dark
don't
skin.
say it out loud. Like, some people need to keep their opinions in their mind. Like, that's what I was saying the other day. Like, even when I tweet with such a flipping... Like, I'm aware, like, every time
Are
I might
you?
say- like,
I
I don't
don't.
really ever say my what the first thing to mind or my real opinion. Like, I think before I tweet.
You have
that.
to.
Because I feel like
No,
Twitter
I
is
say
giving
whatever.
people... Like, people just say what the hell they want to say, and I don't think it's fair.
I just feel like you
Like, I
should
don't
be able
think,
to
like,
tweet however
no.
you want, as long as you're not hurting people.
Yeah,
I feel like when you're not hurting people and those are your opinions, you should be
But
able to say
sometimes,
whatever
like,
you
your
want.
thoughts need to stay in your mind. Like, it's not everything you think you have
You
to put
say
out there.
it's true.
Yeah.
Like,
It's true.
some people really put everything they think to
Mhm.
mind on Twitter. It's like,
Yeah, no, you
bruh,
can't.
you're clearly gonna offend someone.
Yeah,
or offend
yeah,
people,
yeah.
like, you need to chill, man.
I mean, look at, and then what happens? Things like what happened to Caroline Flack happened because people are just adding their 2 pence to people's
True.
situations that they don't need to. I think a lot of, I mean, it is life, it is what it is, but I think a lot of people just add a lot of,
Can I
to
just
things
say
that they don't
something?
need
Yeah,
to.
I didn't even know
who she was.
that we was receiving backlash for last episode. You know, because I don't
Read
look
the
at
comments.
I
Yeah.
don't. So until that girl came up to me in the drink up, hi.
You actually didn't, you actually
I said
didn't know.
I don't look. It's not. I'm not.
Yeah,
focused.
it's not our
I
business,
literally
really.
have trained my mind. Like, I'm not.
Do you feel like that's because, like, when you women have opinions, it's mad? Because I feel like a lot of men were getting onto you. Do you feel like it's different for women to have opinions? Is that
Definitely. Definitely. I feel like when women women aren't allowed to have an opinion. And as soon as women do have an opinion, and it's an opinion, you know what? One thing men hate is an opinionated woman, a strong, opinionated woman. They hate it.
They want submissive.
They want submissive because men like to be able to control the narrative. As once they know they can't control the narrative, or there's
They are gonna come for
competition,
you, boy.
or there's what word am I trying to use? Once they know that, there's force, they don't like it. They don't like it. You can find a woman who may say something like, I don't know what. Let me. Do you know? All right, you think of something, but I'm gonna think of an example, a perfect example of a man saying a same thing that a woman's saying, and the men will receive it better when it's a man. But if a woman were to say the same thing, they would not hear it. They wouldn't hear it at all. But go ahead. Yeah.
What do you think? Like something like if a boy said to another boy, "Bro, you need to get your money up," and a woman said it, or no? Is that not a good example?
No, that's not really a good example.
Like how though?
You guys talk. You guys talk on this topic, and then I'll think of something. I'm going to be the perfect example.
Yeah, like I'm gonna just think about us. The way men were just going in on us, but I only comment on people I'm never gonna meet. I just don't want to be commenting on someone, bumping into them at a party or something. I don't know. I just don't. I'm
but you just in this day and age, bro. You just can't even take that
like
risk
when Dot
you
Rotten.
could
I'm
really...
not gonna lie. When Dot Rotten was getting smoked, yeah. When I saw that picture,
Who is that though? What happened?
Says a lot because I saw tears, I saw grips, I saw beads, I saw some next beads.
Can I ask a question? Hold on. What happened?
I don't know. I think he said something about Sneak Boy about his son. I think they was having back and forth for a minute. Then he mentioned his son.
Who is Dot Rotten though?
He's a producer.
Okay.
And he's been doing a lot online recently. And then this is the prime example of you want to be chatty patty online, and then someone really pulls up on you. Put arrow on my head because I will pull up on people.
Does Sneak did Sneak Boy go to this guy?
They found him somehow. All we've seen is the grips up photos and the grips up footage, but my man probably didn't think they was gonna find him that quick. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's like these people online. I'm not no threats, but like you just can't be saying things and think
someone's not gonna pull up.
I comment on that because I just feel like I don't care for Dr. Rowan. I'm never gonna see him. I've seen him before, but I won't see him in the future. Hopefully not. But even if I did, I'll just explain myself. Like, brother, you're moving crazy. Yeah. But no, why I think people shouldn't have been too opinionated and just drop. I dropped a comment that wouldn't have harmed him really, but now you have to think of people's mental health. Because then I saw a few comments there saying, Is he okay? Like this
but you can't think of but you can't think of people's mental health if they're not even thinking of their mental health.
But he doesn't know.
No. He doesn't know what.
No, people who have mental health.
Yeah, you don't know.
Them aware.
No. I'm sorry, but if you're gonna make a comment and talk about someone's child, you have to be prepared for every single consequence that comes.
What about that guy that came on Young Ads Live and he didn't know him? Now there's beef.
What?
Sorry, I don't know
what happened?
Some guy came on Young Ads Live, another artist.
Yeah.
And Young Ads didn't know him. TBE didn't know him.
Yeah.
And he got angry. Like now there's beef.
What? He didn't know. He got angry because he didn't know who he was. And now they're upset. He's upset because
he's an artist. He's thinking, bro, of course you know a banger.
Young guys followed him.
Yeah.
I was following him.
Before, innit? Yeah. That's because the boy said you've known my tunes. Like, don't lie. He was even trying to explain it. They were angry. Now they've got beef. Young Ads that's gonna pull up.
Yeah, I mean. Sorry, can I just say that everyone needs to be kind to each other, obviously to an extent. And I feel like for me, I detach myself from the internet and real life because the internet really is just the internet. And I think that's where it gets a bit, the matrix starts becoming a thing because then you start taking things from this fake life, bringing it into your real life.
It's not even that, especially when it comes to beef and things like that. I've realised there's always a pattern. The boys who comment on the beef between two black guys are usually guys, little boys from Leeds, who will never face the whole gang violence. No. A lot of the boys who comment on beef between rappers are never boys that will face the consequences. They're usually little boys, young little boys, and they comment on things inciting violence, but they will never ever feel the effects of that violence if worse were to come to worse.
I mean, yeah, but I don't
look at the comments. Look at the comments under when two rappers are beefing. Always look at the comments. It's always some young Caucasian boy. Most of the time.
I don't know about that, but I mean, yeah, be kind.
I said what I said.
Whoever said about my struggle bun today, I actually straightened my hair and
give them a 12.
And it moves
in the wind.
Most stiff hair. No, but seriously, though, I think it is getting a little bit out of hand, and people should probably think before they speak because people are completely different versions of themselves. But well, not everyone, but a lot of people
can take it and some can't.
Exactly.
Like Caroline Flack's a prime example.
Someone who's so confident in front of the camera, but yet still comments from thousands of random.
But I think it would take its toll on anyone, though. Like, I'm not saying that because some people are built for it and some people aren't. Like, if I feel like if I were to get, I'd smell, and that's the thing. You see with me, I find it so hard to hold my mouth. So when people say something, I have to clap back. Yeah, you really I always have to clap back. Like, you're not gonna, because with me, I'm the same on and offline. Whatever I say online is what I'll say in person. It's never a change. So when you're being rude to me and being whatever, no one's gonna disrespect me in real life without me saying something. So I have to, like, what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep the same energy everywhere. I said this last time, I'm sorry. Yeah. But a lot of people can't take it. A lot of people aren't built for it. A lot of people crumble. And I feel like it takes situations probably like Caroline's situation for people to realize that not everyone's built like this, and sometimes just keep your opinions to yourself, you know. So yeah,
facts. Right. I mean, going back on the topic of the community, should people who make it in the hood leave as soon as they become successful? Do you think that they should just cut?
Yeah.
I actually agree with that. I think when you start earning a certain amount of money or when you have a certain amount of fame, I think naturally that you just have to remove yourself from that, and you just keep in mind you're going to get people that are going to say, oh, you think you're Hollywood now, or yada yada, you think you're better than everyone else, but it really is what it is, and you just have to protect yourself.
Stay?
But it's like, that's a good question, because Nipsey Hussle's staying.
I think it's important to look like you're still from the hood.
Me, like, I'm from East, yeah. We got two sides to it. We got obviously the ends, and then you just got round the corner, Canary Wharf, where it's banging.
East Central.
But like, I still think the best thing to do would be to move out. I don't know why you'd want to stay in your old depressing area where you
I don't know why people want to prove anything.
Not everyone's even made it as like you. So you're the only one that's made it in this whole area. Everyone's leeching on you. Everyone's relying on you. It just becomes a lot of pressure, man, especially for men. That's why in this, like, from the streets, if you make it out the hood and you don't like look after your people, it'll be your same people that will nyam you up. Like, do you know what I mean? So,
nyam you up.
They will eat you up. So it's like for men, there's pressure. Like when they make it, they really have to take their boys with them or take their immediate family or whatever. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But it does make sense. It only makes sense to leave. Like, why are you staying there?
I wouldn't. I feel like a lot of guys, for me, it's a pride thing, because a lot of people want to prove that, you know, this is where I can still be this, and I can still be that, and I can still stay in the hood, and I can still go to my mansion, and I can still come back, and it's a pride, it's a pride and ego thing. You have to pick a side. Which one are we doing? Like, are we making this money and we're doing things?
Hard to stay.
Nobody.
But then you stay focusing on impressing the people who probably won't even get.
But then I feel like they probably think they're being like community. I don't know. They probably think that, like, you know, like with Nipsey, obviously he was still in the same place.
Nipsey's thing's separate though.
But why did you say that though?
He didn't live right there on like.
But he was in the hood though.
But he bought the shop. He had that whole complex thing. He only was there nearly every day.
But I mean, you know, when you get to a certain level like that, I do feel like you actually can't go there. Like
I don't agree. Shouldn't be walking that much, especially without security or whatever.
Yeah, you can't.
But some people just love their ends. Like,
I don't know how though. Like it's like
but he had a shop. He was putting people on.
I get it, but you know how you said people love their area. Like there's certain people who won't move out of London because they love their area. There's certain boys who are killing each other because of a postcode. How can you love somewhere so much to the point that it's so detrimental to your well-being? It doesn't make any sense to me. I would encourage anybody who makes it to leave immediately. Do not look back, and we're gonna get out of here
ASAP.
Okay, like I feel like people are so committed to staying in this area where they were raised, that they don't branch out and see possibilities from different perspectives. Like the girl, what was her name? Destiny Harrison. She had a salon. Apparently some burglars had come in probably a few days prior, had burgled her. She called the police. Because of the fact that she called the police, the boys later came back. She was a snitch and then killed her in her own shop. And what do you guys think about that?
I think that's so fucking out of order. Like, even the guys who did it, like, even me being a girl from the streets, or not anymore, but like then, like I would have thought there was some kind of code. Like, you just don't do. Like, from where I was from, girls will never get shot at. Girls will never get stabbed by a man them anyway. Like, that's like, how could you do that? Like, she's obviously a law-abiding citizen. You lot have robbed her. She's done what any right person would do, call the police to try and get her shit back or whatever. And now they've come back and killed her.
Do you know what I feel?
That's rotten.
I think that is a lot to do with like today's youth. Like, I have this conversation with my cousin all the time, and I feel like the older generations, probably from like my generation, like this generation, this like mid-20s generation, I feel like we had when we was younger.
Young 20s and younger, or 20s older?
Like
mid-20s,
older.
So
like from like mid-20s, a little bit older.
Okay.
Like 30, so about 30. I feel like when we was growing up, we had a lot of fear instilled in us. So when I was younger, like, boys weren't robbing girls' phones. They were only robbing girls.
Sneak boy was.
I mean, sorry. Oh my God. Sorry. I don't know if I said that right, but boys were robbing boys. They weren't really troubling the girls. Even if, like, I remember, like, walking down the road from school to the chip shop, loads of different schools would come down, and it was always a problem with the boys. And the boys would even have girls from that school, but it was never really, like, it wasn't really a problem with us and the girls. It was more like, oh, maybe because they're with that school, we're from this school, so there would be that little, do you know what I mean? But it was never the girls for us, the boys for them. But yeah, boys never ever used to do that, and I feel like, yeah, we had a lot of fear instilled in us. I feel like the younger generation, because I mean, she was 21, so I would imagine that the guys that done it were probably around her age as well, maybe younger, and the age limit's getting younger and younger. And yeah, I just feel like it's just a lack of fear. These kids aren't scared of anything, so there's no limitations. I mean, did you see sorry to bring up other stuff, but there was a video I saw of a young boy and like an older woman in Brookston, and this guy, like, this little kid was trying to like fight this old lady, and everyone that saw the video thought that this woman was his grandma. The woman wasn't even his grandma. It was like,
like on the balcony.
Yeah, it was like one of like say the aunties from the like Brixton block or whatever, and this little road kid was trying to like fight her, and then like all the road...
He did fight her. Yeah, he tried to.
No, he did fight. It was disgusting. He was fighting the old lady, and then like you see another clip of like all the like mandem on the block. They got him, and were like, you don't ban up the old. Yeah, they taught him a lesson. But yeah,
some good. That's good.
But yeah, when I saw that, it just made me think. Yeah, the youngers don't have any fear, and I feel like we had a lot more fear. The guys who did that,
that's like you've robbed her already.
For her,
now taken her life and killed her.
For hair, by the way, for hair.
I know, you for fucking hair. Pussy hole. How can you even go and rob hair? Like, what's the flip on that? Like, what are you gonna make?
She must be having good hair, boy.
Oh, good hair, please. Did you rob a whole truck? It must be like, do you know what I mean? A flipping container full or something.
Pressure.
I just feel like sorry, give me.
What do you feel like?
Side topic for the community.
I love my community. Shout out Newham.
Shout out Croydon CR. We don't even have any signs.
Always have my back.
Shout out Richmond.
Where is that, man?
Shout out the deers in Richmond. Shout out the deers.
Yeah, the Richmond Park in the summer. Everyone should come down and enjoy it.
I'm crying. That's funny. We actually done shout outs. On that note, guys, it's lit.
No, I think you should show your sandals to the people.
Yeah, just so you can show them. Do that angle and then that angle, then the back, and then do a flick up.
She can't lift her leg up like that.
And I'm not wearing
because you can't be having my brethren getting.
Who mine?
To see the shoes because.
Well, mine.
Yeah.
Thanks for that one, because don't ever diss my girl slides again like that. They're not lean. They're not battered.
They're just army print.
What? So hold on. What did people actually think?
They said it was doing lean and bot.
They could have never have been. Look.
They said it was doing heel and
I
toe.
think you added made it look.
It could even been the weight of your bum. You just doing.
No, but my foot. Do you know what? My foot was on the edge over here on this.
That's
tip
what
of
was
this
making
one.
it look lean.
That's what it probably looked lean, but no, I don't.
Show them.
Her sliders are intact. But if anyone wants to send her any sliders, what's your PO box?
Please, my email address is in my profile. Please, I'll be expecting to receive.
Don't mind.
I don't mind at all.
Don't mind. No, that's actually killed me.
Why I feel like we've made it and like a thing to address things at the end of it.
No, I think it's good. I think it's.
We should do that every single cast this person. You see you with the username.
And we want to thank you as well for the support and the love and everything you've been sharing, especially that page, dark skin women. Thank you, because that changed a lot. So thank you for reposting us. Yeah.
But on that note, we are OUT. I'm April.
I'm Brooke.
And you are
Denise Dainty. I've done gum fingers. Can we get that out?
still in